what an old song can do. I was taken by surprise and teardrops.
Angie Senger here with Old Men Stories Opry, and today I am talking with Red Johnson. He is a songwriting machine, Mr. Red Johnson.
Well, that's the nicest thing I've been called.
It's
Yeah.
good to see you again.
It is, it's good.
Yeah, and we've shared a lot of dates together over the years, but our
We
paths
have.
don't cross as often as I'd like.
No, and I always enjoy you and your band, and
And I always borrow your backup.
well, yeah, he likes that.
Yeah,
He
so do
likes
I.
that.
He's great.
He thinks you're great, and he's right.
I
there
think
you
he's
are.
great. He's just
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And now we're sitting in your lovely home, and you've lived here. How long have you lived here?
we lived
in
here
Minnesota?
42 years in this house. Well, I built it, and 42 years ago, and got no intentions of moving yet.
It's in a great part of town
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Really a nice part of town. You got the Mississippi River just right,
I used to could see it.
hooping a
through
holler over there. You used to be able to see it.
Yeah, until they built them houses in there. Now
Dadgummit, they
they,
built some
they
houses in the
ruined
way.
up my view. I had a room with a view for
A
a while.
room with a view. Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem quite that close that you
It's
could
about
see
a
it.
block and a half across, the,
Oh.
like the crow flies.
Yeah, all those houses in the way.
Yeah, you can see 169.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, an old song. That's what we're going to talk about, right?
An old song.
An old song.
Now, how'd you come up with that title?
Well,
I mean, all the songs we do are old, mostly.
oh yeah, now we're the old
All that
man.
old country.
Old man and the old song, yeah. Well, our age, everything's old, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
They said you're not getting older, the future's getting closer.
Oh, now there's words to live by.
Yeah, all right. But anyway, an old song, it takes off. Ain't it funny what an old song can do? You know, how many times have you been taken by surprise by a song that really meant something to you? And that's what this song deals with. And I think everybody's got the first song they danced to, the first kiss they had, the first blah,
And
blah.
every time I hear the first song my husband and I danced to,
You're
I always
right
remind
back.
him that. I know exactly where we were.
You're
and
right back to
Yeah.
where you lived that time again.
That's what music does to you.
Yeah, that's right. And
Yeah.
that's what this song is about. And takes you back to where you've been, lets you live that time again. Ain't it funny what an old song can do? And,
Now, when did you write this song?
Probably, mid-90s, somewhere in there. Maybe early 2000s. I don't,
So it's fairly recent for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
But you
run-
write songs all the time.
They run together. And
Now, when you write a song, do you write a song with pencil and paper, or do you write it in your head first? Or do you write it with a recorder?
no, it's pencil and paper.
And when you're writing the words, is the melody right on top of it, or does that come
Yeah.
later?
Time the words are done, I got the melody. The melody is the easiest part of the whole thing. I think to be a songwriter, you need to be more poet than anything else, and you have to refine the lyrics until they just can't be improved anymore. You know, I hear a lot of songs. Well, I wrote a song in 5 minutes. Well, yeah, you write a song in 5 minutes, all right. And but you gotta hone your craft. I think that's what it is. I've been honing. I wrote
Well,
my
you've been at it for a long time, so we can all learn from you.
I wrote my first song when I was 12, and I still remember a little bit of it. But they say, well, that sounds like Hank Williams. When I was 12, they hadn't heard of Hank Williams yet,
That's right.
but not.
He learned from you.
Yeah, might as well go for the big boys.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. So, and,
So now, when you first started writing, were you still writing country?
yeah,
Or was it folk songs?
no,
Or
it was country.
never into that rock and roll stuff?
Well, I was when it was here. I mean, them days, if you didn't play rock and roll, you didn't play. So I was,
Well, yeah, I'm sure you did your
We had a
stint in the
rock
honky
band.
tonks and
we had a rock band.
yeah.
Had to do all the rock songs. And
That would have been something to see old Red up there on stage swinging his hips.
Well, I got some pictures. You know, I got hair down to here. I played
really?
the part.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh boy, we'll have to look at them too.
I don't think I was ever a teen idol, but you know.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh yeah.
That's funny to think that you were doing the old rock and roll scene back then.
I did. I remember when I was playing rock, there was a rock song called "Walking the Dog."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I had a request for
Mama
that.
walking the dog. Yeah.
Well, that's the one I
that
thought
the
it
one?
was, but the one that the rock song is Mary Mac, all dressed in black, silver buttons all down her back. Hi ho, tippy toe, she broke a needle and she can't slow. Walking the dog, walking. It was a big rock song.
Really, boy.
So I thought,
Oh,
I got a
man.
request for this. And I thought, boy, I know this one. So I get up and sang Webb Pierce's Walking the Dog. They looked at me like I had two
You
heads.
thought you had it nailed.
Yeah, I thought I was finally going to get one here. Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah, that was that.
Oh, what a great memory
Well, I
that
went
is.
back to a whole lot of shaking going on.
I bet you they just stood there looking.
Well, they
What the
kind
heck
of
is
wondered
that?
what's that. Yeah, they must have thought I wrote it on the spot or something. They never heard
Oh boy,
they
that's
never heard of Webb
hysterical.
Pierce.
That's funny. But you were still listening to country then while you're doing
Oh, country was
your
always
rock and roll.
always my favorite. I like the old cut my teeth on the old Eddie Arnold stuff with Roy Wiggins on that twiddle steel, you know, and I'm still partial to that.
Oh,
that
boy.
kind of stuff.
The traditional.
Yeah,
The
what they
old
got.
tried and true traditional stuff.
What they got?
Before they started adding the fuzzbusters and all that other stuff
Oh no,
to the rock.
no, you can't really identify it. They call it cookie cutter country.
And somebody called it Southern country.
Well, I wish
Southern country.
I wish they'd find another name for it
Yeah.
so they wouldn't blame us.
That's right. I know, and that's what everybody says. They should find another genre, another
Yeah.
name
Get
for
it
what's
out
out
of
there.
get it out of our lap.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you advertise you play country and somebody's heard this other stuff and they think, well, that's what you play.
Right,
You don't play country. I
Right.
mean, you don't play their kind of country.
right.
I wouldn't
So
want
now you
to.
have to say it's traditional country, but then what's that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have to come up with new words.
I got a new song that I'm working on. I'm recording on it now. It's called Please Don't Call That Country.
Ah,
You're not feeling anything.
well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You don't feel anything with this
Yeah.
new country.
And so I'll have that on my next CD anyway when I get
We'll
that
look
one.
forward to
I'll
that.
Call that country. And you know,
Now we're going to listen to an old song.
an old song.
An old
Yes.
song.
Maybe it'll bring back a memory for somebody.
I
I
bet it
hope
will.
it does.
All your songs do. They
Well,
all do. That's what Red Johnson's known for. So now we're going to listen to an old song by Red Johnson.